Eastern Conference matchup as the Portland Trailblazers come into town in this game. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Chris Webb and Greg Anthony with us. And from the sideline, we'll be hearing from David Aldridge. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. Well, last season, the Blazers were beset by injuries and they fell short of their goals. Their star, Damian Lillard, said, "Once we're in a better position, I want people to remember how I responded when things didn't go my way. So they know my character is true." Kevin, we know that Dame grew up in Oakland, a place where overcoming adversity was ingrained. Back to you.
Thank you, D.A. Conley gets the bucket. I know you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts of maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys that not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many shot guys in the NBA. And he's good on the second.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
Gobert with the block. That's out of bounds to Portland. I'll retain possession. Pass to Covington. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers.
And having Gobert gives them such a daunting presence on D. He can affect every shot in his area.
Powell with the steal. And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep. And he'll shoot two at the line. Portland's shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line. And Yusuf Nurkic missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic. Hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up. But I know you were doing your thing, but you would use clothing to call out other people. You see that? I love the awareness. Conley is adept to be the defense and realizing this guy's in front.
Here's Lillard with the drive. Nurkic trying to get open. And that's good. Norman Powell for three.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Back to Mitchell. Launches a three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Let's talk about great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
They get a hand on it. Shot clock at 5. Here's Bogdanovich. Here's Clarkson. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Count the basket.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
They double-team Conley. Bogdanovich wide open. It's in there. Conley with the assist.
And you just have to admire that aggressive nature of Bogdanovich. He's just itching to pull the trigger as soon as the ball hits his hand.
And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Jazz. Trailing by 2. Steps back. Drives to the hoop. Here's O'Neal. A miss that time. Would have put him up. And Portland with the ball. That's a 2 from Lillard. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
His field goal percentage has dipped this quarter. I mean, his movement has to be better. He has to find the open spot from the floor.
To the middle. Nurkic with the block.
His coaches and teammates like this type of energy. Nurkic demonstrated that he can be an anchor on the defense.
And Lillard throws it down.
Taking matters into his own head.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
Into the lane. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Lillard's got 8.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And the basket is good.
The poise developing in Clarkson. He makes a nice choice in the pick and roll.
About 7 seconds separating the shot from game clocks. Pass to Nurkic. Stolen by O'Neal. Driving the lane. Shots good by Clarkson.
One of the things Clarkson does best is converting off the dribble drive.
Here's Luke. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
They deserve a lot of credit for the defense they played in the paint here early. Contesting shots, blocking shots, just making life difficult on the opposing shooters in general.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. On the wing, Mitchell. Taken away by Anthony. Fast break, here we go. Rebounded by the Jazz.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Mitchell. And Cantor pulls it down.
I mean, simply an incredible postseason performance from Donovan Mitchell. The team went out in the first round, but he put the scoring load on his back. One of the best displays of offense I've ever seen in the postseason.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Devin, thanks. For the Utah Jazz last season, there was a lot of fallout from the COVID crisis. But Rudy Gobert was able to patch up things with his teammates, and specifically our guard Donovan Mitchell. But Gobert realized his mistake. For a team with so much maturity and potential to win, it was good to see them finally be able to turn the page. Guys?
Good to see things back on track. Thanks, David. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Covington in the corner. Shot clock at 6. The shot's good from Cantor. Cantor's got the lead up to 11 now for the Trailblazers. You know, Greg, you look at the numbers that Mitchell put up in that series. Simply amazing.
I mean, he was putting up 40, 50-point games like it was nothing. At times, the guy looked unguardable. Truly one of the young stars to come out of the Orlando bubble.
Both teams making some changes here. Fred, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland where you actually named the conference freshman of the year.
Yeah, I actually averaged more points in Portland than any season I played at Vegas. totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
Pass to Powell. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. The Trailblazers have shot 75% of the line tonight, going 3 for 4. And he can't hit the second.
And entering the league as a complimentary scorer, Donovan put up 20 points a game last year. That was a career high and the 4th straight year that he improved his scoring average.
A 3. That one, no good. Now the Jazz take it the other way. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. To the inside. Nurkic with the steal. It's McCollum with the drive. Pass to Powell. Here is Lillard. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And another area where Bogdanovich is helping the offense. Greg is doing a better job.
God damn, make a shot, nigga.
I mean, he still has that shoot-first mentality, but now if he doesn't have a clean look, he's much more willing to make the extra pass, and that makes him just that much more valuable to this team. Oh, great ball movement there.
And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul. Inside, there's Gobert.
And with the monster finish, he stops an 11-0 run by the Trailblazers.
1:43 left here in the second. Takes it out to Covington.
Is there any reason to pass like that, bro?
He is stolen by Ingles. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, there's some bad blood between those two.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
And how fearless is Donovan Mitchell? I mean, as a rookie, in his first playoff series, he went off for 38 in a closeout game against none other than Russell Westbrook.
Mr. Gobert launches it. First shot, first miss. He's out of the blocks fast.
Love the pass there from Gobert. Always nice when your big man feeds his teammates.
Takes it out to Covington. Stolen by Michael Conley. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got it back down to a single.
Oh, wow. They didn't give me that?
The Jazz.
And that's how they're going to trim this league. Play tough, force some turnovers, and then push it in transition.
Outside, Covington. Pass to Lillard. 6 to shoot. And he drives in. Gobert with the block. It's 20 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Conley's shot is off. Here is Lillard. He got it up. And the last shot of the buzzer doesn't go in for him.
Supposed to have been a foul.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Portland leading by 9. Here's McCollum. Back to Nurkic. Puts it up from 17. Utah with the rebound.
He found the open space for mid-range. Just maybe rush his release a little bit.
Up top, Gobert. And the layup's good off the glass. Gobert got the first bucket of the third here for the Jazz.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, having an easy bucket in the paint.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. That's going to send Damian Lillard to the free throw line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. The Portland they converted 4 of 7 free throws on the night. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep him there is to build a championship caliber team around him. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint.
Still young with loads of upside. Nurkic is comfortable playing the enforcer. I mean, you can tell he wants to keep improving.
Lillard, right side, and Damian Lillard with the chain.
Respect the leaping ability of Lillard or you'll get dumped on.
And that one's good for Clarkson. Clarkson's got 6.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Deep 2 from Anthony.
That's you, Melo.
Jesus surprises anyone with that. He's left alone like that, you can usually count him.
Back to Conley. Jazz passing it around. Good by Clarkson. 8 points for him.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Great team that time from Favor.
Very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lane.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assisting.
So we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. This team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
To the paint. Nurkic can hit. Jazz trailed by 3. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel inside.
They get it back. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And with deceptive speed and a lengthy wingspan, defenders can sometimes just get stuck fouling favor.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Got a piece of it. Stolen by O'Neal. Outside Conley. Pass to O'Neal. Ingles with the ball. For the lead. Well, shot off that time. Here's Anthony. Can they get it? Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo, overpowering the D and still finishes.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, I like the chess matches going on here. Each team trying to find and exploit the favorable matchup on the floor.
What's up?
pictures show that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
Here's Favors. The slam dunk by Favors.
Slamming it home. The part of why Favors shoots it so well from the field, sometimes he just spikes it instead of shooting.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 18. That's the basket. He is 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
They have ridden him today. He just paid off in a big way.
Down low. Out to Kylie. Here's the three. Drills the three-pointer. Kylie's got 5.
So consistent shooting from deep. You can't let Conley get into a rhythm from this area.
Anthony down low. Here's Cantor. Out to Anthony. Pass to Simons. Here's Lillard. And the rejection by Favors.
I think that's the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, no need to rush right here. Let the clock run a little, then execute your offense.
And O'Neal gets to go.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the court.
Here's Cantor. Will return shortly. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter. What is still anybody's ballgame. Utah leading. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And Portland making a change here. On the wing, England. It's up a 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket coming off a quick pass. That's his 4th.
Now he's going to have to be careful. Still a little ways to go with only 2 fouls to spit.
Oh my God. Moving the ball. Simons. Oh, through the foul. Almost hit the 3-point bucket. He'll go to the line to shoot 3. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. McCollum with the ball. Outguarded by Bogdanovich. Goes back up. And Nurkic lays it in.
Well, you see the hard-working mentality of Nurkic. I mean, love how assertive he is on the offensive board.
Here's Mitchell. Oh, that was an
You've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
There's no panic in them. I mean, staring at a big deficit, they still kept their poise and went to work.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is why they go to him in these spots. I mean, they trust his judgment and ability to score down his stretch.
And you got to clog up those lanes. Mitchell just explodes to the rim when he gets to that launching pad.
Lets it go with a 3. Offensive rebound.
Bro, you gotta make one.
That 3 off the mark. Utah
Wide the fuck
out 4. And an intentional foul right there.
You're literally blind.
Defense, Portland. Outside, Bogdanovich. Mitchell outside. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Powell with the steal. Here's Lillard. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Lillard, he's an exceptional player. He's a guy that you trust to make the right decision in these moments.
And let's see who take guys on the scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
You want to see how efficient the offense is running? A great stat to look at is points off assists. And they've gotten a ton of assists throughout this game.
And Portland making a change here. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Terry Stotts just went over his game plan with his team. This game is obviously close, could go either way, and he wanted to make sure that his guys were all on the same page and were all staying with the game plan in order to close this one out.
What I love about Lillard now, I mean, the excellence. He's so consistent. That's how you do it. You come out, you bust your butt, and you compete at a high level every night.
To go there. And Dennis Skinner picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Mitchell is double. Covington with the steal.
Much better job of just taking care of the basketball, really putting the onus on the defense.
On Donovan's left side. Now Mitchell. He's guarded by McCollum. Mitchell's shot is good. And the Jazz lead by 3.
One of the more powerful young guards in our game. Mitchell loves to attack the heart of the defense.
Pass to Tanner. Now here's Ball. Pass to Tanner. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That will be foul number 5 on him. A 3 from McCollum. Portland no good that time either.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
A 3 from Bogdanovich. Rebound by the Trailblazers. McCollum with the ball. Conley picks him up. Powell, no one around him. He nails it, and we're tied up.
That'll get you a counter back from your teammate. McCollum, unselfish and aware, picking out the perfect pass.
Oh, the line go there. Covington with the steal. Three-pointer, Lillard. Rebound by Mitchell.
Not quite enough defense. That turnover, just lucky he was up.
And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. There's the try. Kicks it out to Lillard. Stolen by Michael Conley. Mitchell in the corner. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
And there's an edge to Mitchell's game. If he wants to be the guy in charge, then if that means he's got to get physical, he'll do it.
There's Nurkic. Now they get one to go. Out of contact. And they'll go to the line for 2. So the first down drops, and that narrows the gap to 1. And both free throws good for Nurkic.
And that's how you do it. Free throws can make a huge difference in a tight game.
Mitchell is double. Bogdanovich left side. Mitchell with it. Now defended by McCollum. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And Portland with the ball. Lillard with it. There's 39 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Yes!
Well, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
You approach that with total confidence. He asks what it takes to go through and clutch.
Right through the contact. Gobert's added so much strength since being drafted back in 2013. He's helped all facets of his game.
6 on the shot clock. The Trailblazers need to get off the shot. And shot by Powell, no good. Utah calls timeout. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. Live from Vivint Smart Home Arena. You're watching 2K Sports. Well, 4 quarters running up to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Here's Lillard. And a wide open look for McCollum. And it's good. Shifting on the play was Lillard. McCollum's got the first basket here in overtime for Portland. And the elbow is still there. That's another one for him. His fifth. He just 7 shots.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Here's Lillard, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for 1 minute.
Good plays. He doesn't give in. He's superb at scoring despite getting hit. Wrong guy to put on the line in the close game. You know he's not going to miss.
Right side, come. Gobert in the corner. Jazz passing it around. O'Neal on the post. Here's Clarkson. And too long on the shot. Portland leading 10-4. It's extra time here. Just over a minute into overtime.
He creates so much offense. I mean, Lillard puts intense pressure on the defense to react.
They're behind by 6. We've got 1:55 left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. And here's Conley outside. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Pass to Conley. It's in center. Shooting foul. As the whistle blows, he'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Damian Lillard.
I like how Conley forced the issue that time. But he's this active, it puts the defense.
Crucial if he converts those shots. They've got to keep eating away at the lead.
And it's McCollum in the corner. A shot. And again, it's Portland converted.
You got to respect the intelligence of McCollum. A pro at utilizing the pick and roll. You can't let him get into a comfort.
Pass to O'Neal. Here's over Covington. Ingles. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
I wouldn't want to be the guy who has to keep him off the boards. He is a beast on the offensive glass.
Trailblazers leading by 4. Around 2 minutes into overtime now. It's been a good one. And here's McCollum. 5 to shoot. Gobert with the block. Donovan Mitchell. Money! And he has walked into within 2 points.
And really a good job finding his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing and you'll finish.
Now, here's Lillard. Here he goes. Misses from close range. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Jazz. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about it.
He hits the first one, and that lowers the gap to 1. And it's tied up with that one.
How fantastic was that? One mistake and the game's over, but he gets a second.
Lillard with it.
Oh, that's game.
Column.
Oh! I think John did.
Come on. And so we are tied
Never trust CJ.
And as we play on into another overtime,
This is getting boring.
it's become a battle of attrition. Mitchell right side. To the middle. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Now Lillard. Inside. Covington. Good. Free play by Lillard to set it up. Covington's got his first bucket in this one. Mitchell outside to take the lead. And no good that time. And it's Portland the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. It's McCollum with the drive. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
And the speed of McCollum, outstanding and used it on the drop to pick up the contact.
Utah calls timeout.
I hate when games take this long.
And Booker making a change here. Jazz trailed by 4. Outside Bogdanovich.
Well, I played it.
And for Gobert, he gets it there. And slam dunk by Gobert.
I love Bogdanovich's ability to put the team first. When he sees him in his hands open,
That is tough.
That is tough. That sequence.
Oh my God, that is tough.
Set him up.
It definitely was a foul.
And throw good, Damian Lillard.
Oh, that's dumb.
Out of bounds, Portland takes possession.
A flat-out loss of concentration. That kind of turnover will drive a coach
He
crazy.
is 7 feet.
Portland leading by 5. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. But they recover it. And Nurkic gets it to go.
No basket feels better than a putback. Love getting rewarded for grinding it out.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
Oh, no big man down to
And
it.
sometimes
Let's do it.
it's as simple as
Let's
this.
do
Throw it up anywhere near Gobert, and he's going to finish.
What the hell was that?
One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Oh, here we go. McCollum's got the pass for a chance. The 3 from Anthony. Drills it from outside.
And Anthony is certainly capable of sinking the triple. The D has to respect that quick release and get out on it.
Gobert can't hit.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what are the